What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back here with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Hillary. Apparently, when she lost the election, she decided to give it her all in Pokemon. Now, looking at her team, she has a very threatening team. She has Lucario, which I found out to be Mega Lucario, Salazzle, Dragonite, Greninja, Tapu Lele, and Mimikyu. As I have a Trick Room team featuring Wishiwashi and Wailord, because why use one bad water type and you can use two of them. And I have a Trick Room and Porygon 2 and Reuniclus and Carbink. So this battle is going to be very fun for my opponent. Not so fun for me because I have to somehow switch into Ash Greninja, Mega Lucario, and Tapu Lele in this battle. I'm not going to know how I'm going to do that. I looked at it from Team Preview and I'm like, well, this is an auto loss. Well, that's why I look at Team Preview like every game when I see Tapu Lele, honestly. I'm just like, well, they have Tapu Lele. It's an instant loss. But gonna leave my Carbink here as she's gonna be leading off with the Lucario. And I figured turn one she's gonna go for the Sword Stance or Close Combat or Bullet Punch or something. But I can take whatever she wants to go for because it's sturdy and go from there. So she just revealed the Lucario Knight, the Mega Lucario, her legit shiny Mega Lucario. Totally legitimate, as now she's just going to go for the Sword Stance here, get +2 in attack. Very threatening because, you know, the adaptability ability is very broken because it gets a Lucario increased stab type attacks. You know, it's just kind of like ridiculous. This Close Combat is just so powerful. I have no switch into it. But I do have Sturdy, so thankfully I can just face tank the attack, and I'm able to go for the Trick Room here, as the defensive Lucario are going to go down, and Trick Room is going to be set up, so thankfully I'm able to get that up, which means I can do a little bit of damage before I straight up lose to the offense of my opponent's team. So I'm going to choose to save my Carbink, because I'm expecting him to go for the Extreme Speed or Close Combat, as she's going to go for the Extreme Speed onto Susano, and I'm going to be able to tank that pretty well with Marowak, because, you know, I'm immune. As now she's going to be forced to withdraw and bring in her Greninja. Unfortunately, I actually brought the wrong Marowak. I brought my Spidef Marowak with Lightning Round instead of my Rockhead Marowak. But this Flare Blitz with the Spidef Marowak is still going to do a bunch of damage, bring him down to low yellow. And that's pretty impressive, honestly, considering Greninja resists the attack. As I do not want to take a Water Shuriken, as much as I wanted to stay in there. I don't want to risk getting like crit 3 times by Water Shuriken or whatever and just lose all my health. So I'm actually going to download the Greninja and get attacked. Pretty useless, but whatever. She's going to go for the Water Shuriken here, and that's not really going to do all that much damage, but I was right in that assumption. She was going to go for the Water Shuriken and not sack off her Greninja, or switch out, because I figured she would just try and kill me with Water Shuriken there. As now, she's going to go for the Water Shuriken again, thinking I'm just going to knock her out with the Tri-Attack this turn, but I figured as much that she would try to just go for the Water Shuriken, knowing I can just kill her with Tri-Attack, so I decided to actually remove my Trick Room here. Now, this may seem like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Because as you see, the return to normal. But I don't want to give Lucario a free switch-in, because if Lucario gets a free switch-in onto this Porygon 2 when Trick Room is not up, I'm in an extremely bad position. I'm pretty much forced to sack 2 Pokemon to get Trick Room up, where in this situation I'm only forced to sack 1, which I mean, it was kind of risky because she could have easily just went for Hydro Pump to it KO'd me there, but I figured she would just think I would go for the offensive move there instead, so that was just my play. As now she's going to bring in her Lucario here, and I'm forced to sack something. I was either this or Carbink, and I figured that Carbink is less useful at 1 HP than Porygon 2 is at 51 HP, but either way, they're pretty much both death fodder at this point. So down goes my Carbink to the Close Combat. Unfortunately, I really couldn't do much about that, but Carbink already did its job, got Stealth Rocks up and Trick Room, as now I'm able to bring in Wailord, the god itself. So in comes Wailord. I am Choice Specs, and I do carry Water Spout, so there is no switching on my opponent's team with this Pokemon. I'm telling you right now, Dragonite is not a switch into Wailord. Especially after Stealth Rocks, your multi-skill is going to be broken. I'm going to go for the Specs Water Spout on the legit shiny Dragonite here, and that's going to bring her down to red health, as of now, she's actually going to just stay in here and sack the Dragonite. Pretty understandable, as down goes the Dragonite, so Wailord just absolutely destroyed that Dragonite with Water Spout. There really was no switch into this thing. So here she's going to bring in her legit shiny Mimikyu. Very balanced Pokemon. I'm actually going to just choose to stay in here, because I do need to break this thing's stupid ability, which gives it a free get it out of jail free card. I mean, that would have easily one-shot the Mimikyu, but because of its balanced ability Disguise, Disguise was busted like its ability's busted. I see why they put that as the dialogue. But she's going to go for the SD, and get the +2 attack, as now I'm actually going to choose to sack off my Porygon 2 here because it has no use really, and I really don't have a switch into this thing besides Wishiwashi. I'm kind of hoping Wishiwashi could take an attack from this thing, but here she decides to go for the Z move, the Go Z move, So, Porygon 2 is actually going to be immune to the Z move here. I don't really know why she went for the Z move. I wasn't expecting it either. I just kind of like sacked Porygon 2 there, expecting play rough, but she decided to go for the Z move. So I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, I'll take that. I really did not predict that at all, but actually I did and make myself look better. I totally predicted that go Z move. So here, gonna bring in Wishiwashi, my second Specs water type, as now I'm just gonna hope I could tank this play rough. As luckily I'm able to, I can just knock him out with the Specs Hydro Pump, but I miss. So, unfortunately now I'm gonna sweat my Mimikyu, so that's gonna be the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, likes and comments are cheers as always, and this is actually not the end of the battle yet. I've learned to never give up, because Pokemon is a very fun game which relies heavily on skill, so I'm hoping that my skill can come through here. Wailord's able to tank the play rough, so I can see why she went for the Go Z move, as I'm able to go for the Scald, get the burn! That was the saving grace. So now Mimikyu is going to be whittled down by burn, and all I have to do to not get swept by Mimikyu is just hope I could stall out the burn and go from there. So Shadow Claw is going to knock out my Wailord. Wailord actually came through this game, no lie. Low-key, Wailord's actually the MVP. As now, I'm going to bring in my Reuniclus here. I'm assuming after the burn I could face tank a Shadow Claw, because Reuniclus is honestly hard body and you're just Reuniclus, lol. As anyway, Shadow Claw is going to not do all that much damage, as I'm able to get the Trick Room up. And now, the Mimikyu is going to die from burn the following turn, so I'm pretty much free to just go for Psychic, or just, I could have choose to switch out, but I didn't want to face tank attack with the Marowak, so I just choose to take the Shadow Sneak here. Unfortunately, he crits me, but unfortunately, just Hillary Clinton just gets too lucky, and down goes my Reuniclus, and down goes the Mimikyu. So right now, it's 1-3. I have to hope that Marowak can put in the work and 3 turns of Trick Room. If it can, I can win. If it can't, I lose. So let's do it. And comes the legit shiny Salazzle. That's totally legit, because getting a shiny female Salandit is very common, and then getting just shiny Salazzle, that's battle ready, is very common. Like the shiny Lucario, and shiny Dragonite, and shiny Mimikyu. Those are all legit. So anyway, down goes the Salazzle to the Shadow Bone, as now she's going to bring in her Tapu Lele, and thankfully Trick Room is still up, so I'm able to just absolutely nuke this freaking Tapu Lele. I'm so sick of Tapu Lele. It's just, I face it every single game, like, please, let it be banned. If it is banned, it's not going to be horseshit, but like, at least I'll have a reason to complain about it even more. So, down goes Tapu Lele, and since that's what all my videos are about, complaining, I mean, that'll just be really good for me, right? I mean, I've just exposed myself. I mean, the only reason why I'm slow-key get views is because I just complain about everything. But I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz onto the Lucario, and that's going to knock him out. And Marowak just pulled the win from his butthole, thanks to Trick Room, and we were able to beat Hillary Clinton. So unfortunately, she couldn't beat me in battle either, so she just can't win anything, the election or this battle, even with broken Pokemon. So that's going to be the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, likes and comments are cherished as always. And if you guys are interested in battling me, be sure to check out my Discord. It's in the description below. If you don't have Discord, then what are you doing? Get Discord ASAP, honestly. But the question of the day is going to be, what is your least favorite Pokemon to face in Sun and Moon? And this should be pretty obvious to you guys. Mine is Tapu Lele, because, like, what do you even switch in? I mean, it wasn't really a big of a deal this game because I had Trick Room, but, like, what do you switch in on Tapu Lele? You don't. You just don't. But that's gonna be the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in my next video. Alright? Peace.